Okay, segment 4, Geeks Are Sexy, with my special guest, Kat Secor.
Secor, yeah.
Secor. And I'm so stoked you're here. New to Vegas.
New to Vegas,
So we'll
kind of. I boomeranged back. So I've been in Vegas before, just recently boomeranged back around.
Cool. Okay, so you're back.
Yep.
And we're really grateful you're here.
Thank you.
So Vegas is full of amazing people, and I'm really grateful that now we can say you're one of them.
I'm right here with you.
Totally,
Yep.
totally. So why don't you tell everybody, we're back, Geeks Are Sexy, Friday afternoon, segment 4 of the Money is Sexy show. So we're going to talk about money too.
Money is very sexy.
Super sexy. But let's first find out about you and what you're up to and let the viewers know what you got.
Awesome. Which camera am I looking at?
You're going to look at this middle camera right here.
Okay. Hey, guys. So, again, my name is Kat Secor. I'm 29 and originally from the East Coast, moved to California when I was 17 to play professional paintball.
That's so cool.
That's what actually brought me out to Vegas the first time around. The team was relocated out in Vegas.
Yeah.
This actual facility, we filmed a professional tournament televised called Rage in the Cage.
Rage in the Cage.
Rage in the Cage.
That's dope.
It was pretty cool. I was just walking up through the parking lot having flashbacks.
Oh, wow.
It was amazing.
Wow, cool.
Got into paintball, and that eventually led me into building my physique because I wanted to balance out the playing field between men and women. There's not enough women in paintball to have segregated events.
Okay.
So women compete against the men, and it used to
That's so badass.
piss me off that they were faster, stronger, and had more endurance. So
Right.
got into bodybuilding, which then led me into Super League, which is this incredible new league that I'm involved in.
You're so she's super geeking out over it. Congratulations, you're the champion, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's amazing. That was just a few weeks ago, right?
Like 3 or 4 weeks ago.
3 or 4 weeks ago. So you're the champion, and I know you're geeking out about it, and Vegas is really starting to geek out over it. So what is it?
So Super League is a new competition, and it's for athletes with, think of like elite performance, and they have amazing proportions. So they're very strong, and they have great proportions. Think of a superhero.
Okay.
Superhuman.
So like, yeah.
What were you going to say?
Well, I mean, Thor's super hot.
Super hot.
Super hot.
And if you come to Super League, you'll see tons of Thor lookalikes. They all look like
I
Thor.
love it.
And the
Wonder
brains
Woman.
and the brawn. The brains and the brawn and Wonder Woman, exactly.
So what's your superhero ego?
I don't know.
We have to figure that out.
Killer cat.
Perfect.
Killer cat.
I mean, that's perfect. Killer cat.
And Super League's really interesting because it, like I said, it measures you, it gives you a mathematically calculated score on both your proportions as well as your performance.
Got it.
And the performance aspect of it is neat because it's not just a 1 rep max like you might find in Olympic lifting or powerlifting.
Okay.
You actually have to be strong and have endurance, so it's a 12 rep max for 8 different movements, all performed back to back. So in 64 minutes, you're going through the gauntlet.
Oh my gosh.
There's people puking, crying, just the look of despair on their face, and then instantly they're just getting their stuff together and then going hard.
You can say
I
shit.
can
We
say
can say
shit.
that, yeah.
I keep catching myself almost swearing.
You're good.
And it's just so intense for both the athlete and the viewer, which is a unique concept.
I agree, and I can't wait to see. I know it's not just in Vegas, right? Yeah. So Canada's got a Super League forming.
There's a Canada event in 6 weeks in Montreal, and they just had one in Omaha, Nebraska.
Wow, superheroes in Omaha?
Mm-hmm.
That's so cool.
Yeah, the next huge event besides Canada is next March.
Okay.
Actually, the same weekend as the Arnold Sports Festival in Ohio.
Okay, cool.
So it's just blowing up. There's interest in Dubai, South Africa, Europe, Asia. It's just taking off on almost like CrossFit or MMA. It's just launching.
People get it. It sounds like people get it and people want it, and they want to you want to test yourself. That's what I'm getting. You want to take yourself to the limit. You want to look great. You want to feel great.
Totally.
Right? So you get to do that. And
it's not just for super elite athletes.
Right.
So you could go in there and you just want improvement. You want to test yourself month to month. The average person or fitness enthusiast can go in there and month to month post a score, try to better their score each time.
That's super cool.
So it's really neat.
I love that.
Very diverse.
Yeah, and fitness and health is really on the forefront of that. And it's in Las Vegas, and we're geeking out of it.
HQ, right here.
Right? That's amazing. That's amazing. I'm so grateful you're on the show right now.
You.
Drink some water.
I know.
Okay. So I have we've got a few minutes left together,
Okay.
and I want to get to know you a little bit more. So
Okay.
I've got some fun questions. First of all, let's talk about what you love about Las Vegas specifically. What are the things you love about Vegas?
I love that Vegas, it's just so easy to get to and from. 4 hours from California, you can basically fly to any airport in the USA from Vegas and get out of the
Totally.
country or just to any airport.
Yeah.
And the people here are just very unique. It's a melting pot.
Absolutely. We were just talking about that.
Yeah, it's a complete melting pot. And everyone I've experienced is just so friendly,
Mhm.
loving, motivated and driven. Like, you find amazing entrepreneurs here.
Totally.
And it's
Totally
just,
do.
there's a lot going on. There's so much fire.
There's a ton of fire. We're Vegas strong.
Vegas strong.
Vegas strong. I think people are really starting to get that this week and really look at
100%.
we're more than just a strip, and she's a part of it, and I'm a part of it, and it's really cool. So it's the Money is Sexy segment,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm talking to badass women who have their lives together, who are making stuff happen. So I'd love to hear from you about what you love about money. What do you love about money?
What I love the most about money
Yeah.
is the freedom that comes
Yes.
with money. And that word is such an integral part of my identity.
Huge.
I want to be able to go where I want to go, do what I want to do, pursue whatever passions arise in my life.
Yeah.
And you can't do that without money or financial
You can't.
security.
You can.
And we're all at different levels. Like, I still have so much more growth and knowledge to obtain to get to where I want to be, but with the right support, any of us can achieve that.
I agree.
Mm.
I agree. It's so cool. I mean, that you are 29 and you're you're really a leader in Super League, and with money you get to write your own ticket.
Yes.
And that's badass.
Not being
That's-
dependent on anyone else.
No. Ladies, if you're watching, that is exactly why we talk about money, because you get to hear stuff like that and you get to know that you're not alone and your freedom matters.
100%.
And I can't wait to be in this chair in 10 years hearing about all the amazing things that you've made happen.
Or I'll be in that chair interviewing you, and I'll be like, Lisa, tell us about your empire now.
Yeah. Kat's going to be back in 10 years. Keep an eye out for her. Very, very cool. Okay, so let's talk about what's next for you. Like, where can people find you? What's next in Vegas or elsewhere? So how can they keep, I know you're huge on Instagram, but where else?
Thank you. My website is not updated regularly. That was not what you were expecting me to say.
No.
But you can go to katsecor.com. It does have contact information, all my social media links on there.
Mhm.
But I'm very active on Instagram and on Facebook at katsecor. And what's next for me, I'm just going to dive in 100% into Super League and see
Yeah.
where this league and I can go, how it's going to grow.
Yeah.
And I'm so passionate about it. It's insane.
I can tell.
I can't see anything but it. My blinders are on.
That's so cool. So I'm writing a book. You
Mhm.
know that, right?
Girl, get your shit together.
Get your shit together. And one of the parts I talk about is being in your superpower. Being in your superpower and really owning who you are. And I know you've had a big aha about that. You've shared about it.
Huge.
That you got to embrace the fact that you are an athlete. You're an athlete. And you're aligning your life in that direction. And I think that the universe is really just saying, yes.
It's insane.
Yes.
Once I came to accept that, because in my mind, so many experiences throughout my life had kind of beaten down that was a reality that could be financially prolific.
Right. So kudos to you for really taking it on, taking Super League on. Like, I just believe it's going to be huge, and you're going to be a part of it. And
Fingers crossed.
totally fingers crossed. So you know how to get a hold of her. Make sure you follow her on Instagram. Did you
Yeah.
share your Instagram handle?
Katsecor, Katsecor.
Kat Secor. She's super active there.
You can find Super League through me, but they have a website and their Instagram. It's the same. It's superleague.live.
Yeah.
You can check them out and see what they're up to.
Cool.
We'll be doing a bunch of YouTube stuff soon for them. And
Awesome. All right. Last couple questions. What is your favorite color?
purple.
That was
Or
easy.
teal. Purple through my whole adolescence, and then somewhere along the line it blurred a little bit, and now teal.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And in 30 seconds or less, what's one thing that people don't know about you typically?
That I grew up in Bethel, Alaska.
Where is
500 miles west of Anchorage, so you could only get there by a boat or a plane.
that? Holy cow.
Yeah.
That's totally different than Vegas.
100% different.
Totally different. Thank you so much for being on the show, Kat.
Thank you
I
so
love you,
much.
and I can't wait to keep watching you rock it out in Super League and in life. And that is a wrap for Geeks Are Sexy Friday afternoon. Money is Sexy with Lisa Chastain, Bills and Heels. Keep up with us on the WCOBM, and we'll catch you next month, first Friday of the month, with more guests.